my mom makes sweaters, hats, scarves, wings, and mittens, and nice yarn, and rainbow code yarn.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Here we are. First time for you to see us this week. Fourth time for us to try to film this today because Willow is climbing out of her crib, not napping. She thinks it's hysterical. It's a big joke.
Those are her two big developments this week is she no longer wants to nap and she's got an escape route.
So she may pop in. She's supposed to be napping now. I tried to put her down, failed. Chris just tried to put her down. We're going for it.
We also have like about an hour worth of scrapped footage of the start of this podcast with her jumping in and out.
Maybe able to put like a blooper reel together.
Yeah, maybe.
But so let's do this quick. We're very excited. We've got a big week coming up. And it's all kind of, I guess, starting, or it's all wrapped around Wednesday. I'm launching this pattern for free for a week.
Which is City Limits.
City Limits. This pattern is my City Limits pattern. I'm showing this because it's reverse stockinette stitch with this cool seam at the raglan that goes down the sides. I'm going to put in some photos that you're probably looking at as we speak.
Even more beautiful in person.
Thank you very much. The pattern, I was working on this pattern to launch at Knit City Montreal. That's been postponed. I initially delayed pushed back the deadline of the test knit because I said we don't have that deadline anymore. I'll give people a bit more time. And then I contacted all my testers and was like, actually, can I take that back? Because I'd really like to release this pattern ASAP because I've been getting a lot of questions about it. People are excited about it. And if there's one thing people need right now, it's something to look forward to. It's something to keep them busy. And I feel like a free pattern is just that.
That's right. So it's going into week 2 for us of kind of the lockdown for COVID-19 and the knitting community. It's inversely proportional with the more you're inside, the more knitting you need, the more patterns, content, and yarn you need, right? So we're doing our part, I hope.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, we're trying. I think I've seen so much awesomeness in the knitting community with designers giving free patterns, just sort of, you feel a little bit helpless, right? Like just as sort of a civilian in this.
Yeah.
Like we're doing our social distancing. We've noticed a big difference since last week with that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just
with the amount of people that are out.
It started off almost like we have a lot of kids on our street, and it started off almost like a block party with some physical distance, and that's been completely. It's everybody's inside now. It's changed totally the whole
people
vibe of it.
We're still allowed to go outside and we're still allowed to see people. However, people are sort of choosing to go out at different times of day, like rather than
and if you happen to
going
see
out.
a family, it's just a wave from down the street rather than kids playing together.
I went for a walk by myself yesterday, and every time I passed somebody on the sidewalk, I would like go off the sidewalk,
right,
and around, and it wasn't weird. It seemed like, because oddly enough, all the people that I was passing were elderly people walking.
Mm-hmm.
And they seemed appreciative. I was like, so it's not weird. It's what everybody wants to be doing. That's what you should do. Take a wide, stay, keep your 6 feet away from people in the line at the grocery store.
I adopted a second option, which was to take the kids out in splash suits in gale force winds in the torrential downpour.
They were the only person
that was
out
fine.
there
There's
for sure.
a lot of distance there.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's the update on what's going on in Montreal right now. I think people are just more
still globally too. I think for the most part it's like this is the crunch time where you can really help to flatten the curve, as everyone says. That's by staying in and doing your part.
Yeah, and they're saying numbers of cases and that are continuing to go up this week, so don't be discouraged that it's not working. It takes a couple weeks to start to see the impact of what we're doing today, so keep doing it, stay in, knit, and you will soon have a new pattern to knit. So this pattern is going to be released on Wednesday. It's going to be free for a week. And along with that, I mentioned last week that we're doing a big pop-up shop update on Wednesday. We're going to have a ton of 5 skein fades, including the one that I'm wearing. I'm going to show you.
What's the name of that one? We keep on...
I mean, I don't really name the... Well, I guess I do name the fades. This one I think I call the Orion fade.
The Orion fade.
Because Orion is this darkest color, and it was the gift bundle color this year, and this was the fade that we offered this year, last year, 2019 gift bundle. This was the fade that we offered in it. I love it.
Look at you fanning them out all beautifully. The tables have really turned. I used to consider myself the the carrier in this family.
Would you like to show?
I can't. They're going to be all over the place. I can
Do your
try,
best.
maybe.
And you might notice,
Got it.
beauty,
There you go.
the sweater that I'm wearing, I also held a strand of mohair with it. And this is a Metropolis mohair that I held with my Orion 5-skein fade to knit. And it,
Conveniently over your left shoulder
that's
there.
right. And it adds a really beautiful halo. It also adds a subtlety. It makes the colors less
It blends
intense.
the fade, really, right?
It does blend the
Yeah.
fade. But as you see, like the Orion here, can you grab me the Orion
Yep.
from there? It's a lot less intense. It's a lot lighter, right? So it makes that difference. And to be honest, I write in the pattern, the mohair is optional. You don't need it for to get gauge. If you like halo, if you like that extra blend, it's a fun place to experiment with mohair. But you can get gauge with just the 5-skein fade. I'm also saying 5-skein. You don't need to use 5 colors. You could use 4. You could use 6. The pattern's going to have all those details. But there you go. It's super fun. And along with that, so our big update that we're going to do on Wednesday, we're going to have a ton of fade sets. We're going to have a ton of fingering weight and DK weight and sweater quantities as well. We're going to have a ton of palettes. And 10% of the sales that we make that day, we're going to donate to Food Banks of Canada.
I think that's a great idea. Tan came up with that a few days ago, and we had really been searching for, like, what can you do, you know, other than doing your part and, you know, trying to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. And so I think this was a great option because that's an area of society where they're so hard hit and
Yes.
in close quarters and with pre-existing health and medical conditions.
And there's a lack of volunteers now because people aren't going,
Out of necessity almost too.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I feel like we've always said we're lucky. We work from home. We can keep our kids home. We can practice social distancing. This, so far, has not been particularly difficult on us.
Not a huge change.
And we're also, because we're a small business, I know it's really hard on small businesses, but at the same time, small businesses have the opportunity to be flexible, to be nimble. They're at a certain amount, they're in charge. They've got a certain amount of control, whereas people, there's a lot of jobs who have no control over their hours. If you work shift work, if you work, you know, if you're a dishwasher at a restaurant.
Well, there's
like,
a lot now that have come to the forefront that are people are calling them the frontline workers, and it's like those are the jobs that make your day-to-day go around, like the garbage collection, recycling,
Absolutely.
grocery store clerks, you know, public transportation. There's so many people that don't have a choice, have to do the work, and by them doing that is keeping things running.
Yeah.
So salute to everybody that is. That's
Yes.
an amazing thing, and it's really a lucky position to be in a flexible small business. And if you don't have that and are working through this, then I really hats off to you guys.
Absolutely. And we wanted to do something, and this is what we've chosen to do, and I really hope that it I don't know, I just, if you don't want to buy yarn on Wednesday, if you don't need a new fade, if you're whatever, consider making a donation. If you're not Canadian, Food Banks of America as well, obviously there's that. Because I think there's a greater need for the food banks, and there is a lesser resources for that. They need it.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be doing that. I'm very excited about that. So I mean, I'm going to say the sales from the day. So Wednesday, anything you buy on the website,
Right, not just the sale. Yeah.
Yeah, not just in the pop-up shop. Anything, if you had your eye on any of our regular colorways, you were thinking about it, might be an opportunity. Same with all of my patterns. Any pattern sales that we make that day, we're going to, the 10% from those sales as well, so I'll be tallying it up. I'll post it on Instagram or something, how much we're able to give, but I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic. We'll be donating individually as well, because it's just, there's such a need, and we're able to do that, and so that's what we're going to do. So let's just talk about, and then one last thing. And our two more things in what we're doing this week. So Wednesday kicks off also, I'm going to do a knit along for this sweater. So that's just
Also something people are really looking for
so
now, right?
many knit alongs going on right now, make alongs for crochet alongs, knit along, you know, not just for knit, make alongs. And it's awesome because a knit along is a really fun way. I know you've never done one.
No.
You may like to one day. They're really, really fun because everybody's knitting you really feel like you're knitting with people. Like ours, I'll do it for this sweater pattern. I might do like a double. Maybe I'll do something else as well. Like if you don't want to knit this pattern, but you want to knit another one of my patterns or something, my knit-alongs are very loosely organized. It's fun to have people collectively knitting together online and leaving comments, and everybody's in the same boat, and it's really fun. So we'll do that.
It really creates a sense of solidarity right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great at any time, but especially now when people can feel isolated, alienated, it really helps.
And there are a ton going on right now. If you look on Ravelry, if you look on Instagram, you'll be able to find something that suits you, I'm sure. And I encourage people to do that. It's really fun. The other thing is we're going to be doing weekly giveaways.
Oh, nice. I think it's the last 2 episodes we've had one that we wanted to do. Just didn't get to it in the episode, and we were like, oh, at the end of it, like I
forgot. I had something set aside and said I wanted to do a giveaway.
Do you want to do it now and get it out of the way?
Yeah, this is what I'm giving away.
All right. Oh, no way. I have to reach in and hold it up again?
Yes. Fan it out. The Orion Fade. So we're going to be giving away an Orion Fade to somebody. And now, okay, I'm announcing this on YouTube, but I think the easiest way for me to do it is on Instagram. So I'm going to link to a post on Instagram.
So the full 5 skeins. Fingering weight pure wash.
4 or 5 skeins.
That's a steal.
It's being given away to somebody. And I intend to do it every Monday. So as long as we've always got, I can always find something to give away. I had a return this week of something.
Yeah.
That got lost in the mail, and it showed up, and I gave the customer a refund, so it's not like now I've got this free thing to give away.
You know, a potential order is being like, wait a minute, if I don't get this, it's just a giveaway?
No, it just means that it's something that I have ready. It's already in a bag. It's already in a bag is basically what it is, so I can give it away. So really excited about that, and so yeah, trying to stay positive, trying to keep it light, keep it colorful, keep it lighthearted. So. Do you want to know more about this sweater? Now that we've got all the big announcements out of the way, this sweater is being released this week.
Yeah.
And I'm jazzed about it. So it's reversible. Did you know it was reversible?
I did know it was reversible, yeah.
So it's reversible. I suspect I will almost always wear it with this side out. This is the reverse stockinette. Yeah, the purl side out. The pattern is written with the knit side out because it'd be super annoying to purl the entire sweater. So I've written it with the knit side out. You knit the whole thing. It's got a beautiful 2 stitches of stockinette stitch that go down all the raglans, and then they continue down the side. This one is finished in I-cord. I really particularly like how it looks around the neck. I'm really happy. And around the bottom. I really like the I-cord bind-offs. There's also an option for ribbed bind-offs. And if you wear it with the stockinette side out. So Rowan's has stockinette side out. It has ribbed bind-offs, ribbed cuffs. He also wears it with the reverse stockinette side out, but I'm showing it this way now just so that you get the idea. Are you looking for Leo?
I was, yeah.
Here's some Leo worsted. So this is the sweater. Leo is
We're
the middle color.
sitting in a pile of yarn that may or may not be shown on this podcast. So we've talked about Leo before because we showed Rowan's
when this
before,
was a work in progress, I showed it with the Leo colorway. It's so pretty. I love this color, and it's really hard to tell. Hopefully I have some pictures.
It's very indicative of the stuff we've been working on lately. It's got like a subtle speckle with a kind of a nice bright pink pop in there, but grays and rust tones and coppery colors that are really...
If you can see some of those pink stitches popping out there. It's just so nice. We love it.
And Rowan's he's been going for that every other day.
He wears this sweater a lot. And
maybe it's because we praise him so much every time it comes up.
We're like, yes, I love that sweater. And the reverse stock. So if you wear the stockinette side out, you just sort of get these reverse stockinette side seams down the side. And if you wear the reverse stockinette side out, they're much more pronounced.
Rowan wears it stitched side out, and I love it like that, but the purl on yours with the mohair is really nice.
Yeah, with the fade, the purl side also really helps to show like a cohesive fade. It's fun. And I also just it's a really nice shape. It might be my new go-to basic pattern. Because if you did it without the purl stitches at the raglans without that detail, and you just did the whole thing in stockinette stitch as well, it's just like a super
sweatshirt cut almost.
Yeah, just really easy to wear.
What I go for all the time.
Yes, and so perhaps this will be your next knit. Would you like to show us Speaking of your next knit, your current knit?
Speaking of my next knit, if we're talking about what's going to happen in September this year, because
You're
I'm
doing well.
still working on this, my Atari, which I absolutely love the way the colors are turning
Yeah,
out.
I feel like the last time we showed you had just split for the arms.
Maybe, yeah.
And now you've got a good 4 inches done there below.
So in my defense, I get to
great.
this at like 8:30 maybe, right? When the kids are all asleep.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got about 45 minutes before my brain checks out. And,
So that's the interesting thing. I feel like, everybody's staying home. You've theoretically got so much knitting time, but like we really don't.
no.
Because
I
it's
mean,
not like we're just casually sitting, relaxing, lounging, and knitting all day. And our
we
kids are
have,
just
Rowan will
silently
let
playing.
you knit. Micah and Willow will not let us knit.
No, we really
Yeah.
only knit at night.
That was one of Willow's first sentences was, "Mummy, no knit."
Yeah, that's true. No knitting.
Yeah.
But it's different for everybody.
Anyways,
I do. I
I'm
am
gonna
a
hold
bit
it up
more
for a
of
close
a...
up. I had mentioned this before, but so the top of that is retro, and much like Rowan's Leo, it's got like the little pink hits in it and stuff. And I feel like overall, the way it reads is not indicative of how much is going on in there. It's kind of like Opal or Mother of Pearl or something. It's got
Yeah,
it's got
totally
a lot
is.
going on.
So
Who knew I cared that much
you,
about color?
you
Sorry.
everybody, let's hope. That's your life. Yeah, so I'm just pumped. I'm pumped for... It's fun to have a pattern also actually to use with variegated yarns.
Yeah.
And I feel like this works well for yarns that have a lot of action, a lot going on. Speckles or stuff like that. So do you want to see my work in progress?
Me or them? I know what it is.
What?
Show it.
Well, I don't know if you do know what it is. What is it?
Currently, your work in progress?
What,
Okay,
what am I calling my work in progress?
You're caught in a lie. I have no idea.
You joker. In my beautiful hoagie bag that I've put enamel pins on.
I'm going to stick one of mine on. I said I was going to do that before, but...
One of your enamel pins?
Yeah, I'll sneak one on.
I am
Oh,
working
come on. I
on
saw you wearing this yesterday. I should have guessed it.
this little gauzy number. So this is a t-shirt. Bring. It looks short currently. It's not supposed to be cropped. I tried it on and I'm hopeful. I did swatch and
I'll hold it for you. So
it
that
should
is
stretch vertically when it's
is it-
blocked.
2 forms of rocket.
Yeah,
in
so
there?
this is Rocket in mohair and fingering, just striped. It's a really simple t-shirt.
This is crazy light holding it up.
Yeah,
This
it's
is the
less
bulk
than a
of it
single
already.
skein of both.
Yeah.
Like this is how much I have. This was an underweight skein of Rocket to begin with, and I have a little bit left. And then I'm doing some bind offs in the mohair held double, and I've got a ton of mohair left. So it's really doesn't take a lot. It's
One day I'll be
super
confident
light.
enough to knit this and wear it myself. Feels like a dream.
It is. It's so beautiful to wear. It's so light. It's a V-neck. Blocking is going to make all the difference with this. I
Right.
feel a little bit funny even holding it up. See, it's all like rippled, but it's just like going to be hopefully a really flattering V-neck, casual. Again, I've done it with a little bit of positive ease because I only wear things now that have a little bit of positive ease. And then I do a little half tuck in the front, and it's just like, it's my style. That's what I like to wear. So that's what I'm deciding now. It has all of the raglan increases are done with yarn over. So there's some open work there. That's also carried down the side. Again, blocking is going to make a world of difference here. But I'm almost done. I just have to do the bind off around the sleeves and then block this baby. And I'm really excited about it. Being just like a really nice V-neck t-shirt. Super simple and easy to wear and easy. So it's a fingering weight gauge. I'm knitting the mohair is going to be like kind of see-through. I'm curious to see how see-through and what I'm going to wear under it. It'll be exciting to find out, so we shall see. I'm hoping that I don't want to have to wear a tank top underneath it. Do you know what I could wear? I have a ripple bralette in these colors, a little like
I don't even know what that is.
like a knit bra. Remember that little knit thing?
I
made
remember
last
it, yeah,
year?
but are you really proposing that?
I wear
Knit on top of knit?
a double knit. I wear my knit
Alright.
bra under my knit.
Ken's doubling down here. We're talking
'Cause-
about knit undergarments with knit over the top.
Knit under, knit over.
Full knit pajamas soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And anyways, I'll keep you posted on that. I'm excited about this one.
Good
For
timing
summer.
coming into spring and summer, yeah.
Usually I get like excited about summer knits like in August, and then you finish it just in time for cool fall breeze. Anyhow,
Not a problem,
so I'm
I
trying to
think.
be ahead of the curve, ahead of the game there. So excited about that one. Do you want to see my other little thing that I brought to show? The other little work in progress that I brought to show is knitting, believe it or not. I call it needlepoint, but when I bought it, it says petit point, which I just feel silly saying petit point. So I call it just needlepoint.
Has been kicking around for what feels like 2 years. It is
I think it's like a year and a
a
half.
massive amount of work.
So
'Cause you
for
put in
me,
good
I don't
time
know.
on it,
Other
too.
people are like, it's fast. I
it's
bought
not.
it thinking that it was like going to be an alternative to knitting some nights and that I would do it as like a quick, I don't know what I was thinking. I've been working on it. Now, if I worked on it as consistently as I knit, like if I worked on it for 2 or 3 hours a night every night, I mean, it would have taken me probably a couple of weeks.
Sure, yeah.
Rather than I just work on it in
It's
fits and
pretty
starts,
amazing
but
and very graphic. I like it a lot.
I'm really excited about it. So it's from We Are Knitters, but I don't think that it was called the Winwood kit. I looked on their website. I feel like they maybe don't do these kits anymore, so I'm sorry about that.
Not surprising. Started it in 2016.
Yeah, it's very likely it's been discontinued. However, so the more I look at it and the more I do it, my feeling is a little bit like I wish I was doing it in our yarn.
Oh, that would have been super cool.
Partially because I'm
Next
spending
one.
so much time on it that I'm like, I just,
Yeah.
feel like it should be ours. And then also because I just think that, although I don't know, maybe it would be too busy if it was variegated, if it was, tonal yarns probably, but maybe not. Like, I think it would be worth experimenting.
I could custom dye you a palette for it.
If somebody, yes, I would love that. If somebody is a really fast needle pointer and they want to do that, I would love to see that. So I'm like willing to.
Watch what you get yourself in for here. It's a 2-year commitment.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to show. I do really like it. I'm excited about it. People, when I posted about it on Instagram, everybody wants to know what I'm making with it. I'm not making anything. I'm just going to frame it. Like, I worked so hard on it. I think you could use it to make like a pillow. You can use it to like upholster a chair, but.
Okay.
And when I first got it, I was like, I'm going to make 6 of these and we'll upholster our dining room chairs.
Wow.
And then I thought,
the
wait,
kids.
yeah, exactly. Are filthy animals? No way. And 2, that's like 2050. I would be done.
That's what
So
I meant. We'd be putting them in the will for the kids.
It would be.
Just in time.
Oh, I just thought you meant the kids would make a mockery of them. So those are projects that we're working on that we wanted to show you guys. We wanted to tell you to keep your spirits up and look for our giveaways on Monday. And then we also wanted to. Do you want to show a couple of the fade sets that we've
I
made?
think we should, yeah.
Yeah.
We could be running out of time. I think I might hear Willow trying to get out of her crib.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
which might mean that the nap didn't
Yeah.
take. So this is...
Let's take them out of the bag because they show
Sure.
so much nicer out of the bag. I want to show my
Really?
favorite one.
Okay. Can I pick my favorite?
Yeah. This is my favorite. I can't believe we've never done this exact combination of colors before because it's so quintessentially. Oh, look, they just came out like.
I'm
perfect.
not having as easy a time as you are.
Okay, this is my favorite blues. The darkest blue here, Poolside, Atlas, Rocket, Hummingbird, Crystal. It is just, it's watery, it's turquoisey, it goes from light to dark. I really like fades that go from light to dark.
There's a tiny bit of overlap in this one. So starting on the left, we have Mimosa, then Malibu, Ziggy, Speckled Iris, and Rocket. So Rocket features in both.
Rocket's in both because it's.
I picked this one because I hope you guys are seeing it the same way I am. It's very vibrant and light and
So springy,
super
so
nice.
fun. I love this rainbow palette as well.
Yeah.
And I've never knit anything with this specific palette, but I would really like to. I just love it. And so other than those two, we're going to have this palette that I'm wearing available. The Metropolis Fade. Do you want it? You show the other one, I'll show this
Okay.
one. Wait, these are
Wait,
the same.
Are they both Metropolis
Yeah.
fades? Yeah.
Another one right under your feet.
I was like, speaking of overlap,
Yeah.
there's 100% overlap there.
So the Metropolis Fade, we did this one for the for Knit City Vancouver, and it's a really beautiful one as well. So it goes from grays down to a deep purple with this sort of this jammy color in the middle that I really love. And Sam knit, she's knitting her City Limit sweater in this fade, and it is gorgeous.
Hold these up backwards because that's my prerogative. So dark to light, we got Eclipse, Rain, Moonlight in the middle, Easy Breezy, and then Wallflower.
And that's a lavender fade, and it's also,
Super
I've seen,
nice.
it's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of, this isn't a new one. People have this fade, like there's some projects on Ravelry in that fade already, and it's really, really nice. And then I have another one that I might
I would
call,
rock this in a sweater, no problem.
I know I'm going to call it like the spicy fade or something, but it's going to go
Wow.
from like yellow through reds and then into like a super dark, a really dark
that's
inky purple.
The one we've been working
Yeah.
on the last couple of days. It's
Yeah,
nice.
I think it's really, really pretty. And it's one that it looks the most like my marled metropolis that goes from like through yellows and reds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm really excited to have that when people are like, I want to recreate that marled metropolis look.
Cool. And that's going to be
They'll have that
available
option.
Wednesday too.
That'll be available on Wednesday too. So lots to look forward to. Stay busy.
Keep doing your part if you're social distancing and staying in as much as possible. I hear Willow for sure. That's Willow, yeah.
Okay, so we gotta go. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
And look for our giveaways.
Good luck on Wednesday getting what you want, and we'll be in touch very soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Baby.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
We're back with another update this week.
And featuring a special guest host. Little Willow's going to be with us for reasons beyond our control.
She's saying nice to meet you. Last week?
Yeah. Uh-oh, here comes our guest host.
It doesn't sound good.
No. Whoa, don't come on camera like that, love.
Let me see. Did you go in the potty?
Dear Lord.
And we're back. Sorry.
Crisis averted, I think.
Sorry
I
for
hope.
that little interruption.
Tan got up, not me, so I hope everything's
It was a
fine.
farce. It kind of mutes the colors. It makes. Will you hold that for me, please?
No.
I swear she's helpful.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Coo 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 coo.